Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Pet Companion DLC, which is getting introduced to ICARUS next Friday. Just this morning a new dog actually got added, so there is still stuff being tweaked and added to these DLC packs, and I'll be showing you the fundamentals of them. But yeah, we got a new little pug this morning. We're going to be looking at the cryogenically frozen German Shepherd today, and I'm going to be showing you the frozen black cat, along with the white frozen horse. If you do decide to buy this DLC, it is under the creature section on the workshop. Just before I get started, I'm not sponsored. This isn't a promotion for the DLC. I'm simply making this so you can make a decision whether you like the DLC or not, and then you can make your own decision if you want to purchase it. To retrieve any pets that you've actually purchased from the workshop, you will need to call them down from the orbital exchange interface once you have purchased them. So what you'll need to do is go to your creatures and then just left click, and then you'll need to research them and then craft them, and then they'll go to your loadout like anything else, and then you'll just put them in your dropship cargo and call them down. So this is my pet dog. Anyways, this is level 34. This is quite high. It's nearly like maxed out its talents. These are really good, and once they've been fixed a little bit, I think they're going to be a little bit too good, and you'll hear why in a second. So first of all, these can have up to 3 active buffs. Now, of course, you do need to unlock with their talents, but they are very powerful companions. But what I do really like about these companions is the fact that when you're inside your base and a hostile creature is nearby, even if you don't hear it or see it, it will go down on its 2 front paws and it'll start looking in that direction and start growling. But that's only if you have it set to defensive or aggressive. Now, I won't leave it on aggressive too long. I'll put it back on passive because it generally does start chasing after boars and drag. But right now, it'll ignore that boar over there. But yeah, I do like how it gives you a bit of an indicator of where stuff is. Now, you can actually feed these pretty much any veg. So you can feed them the Omni food as well, which you'll get in the Liaka update, which is very good for leveling up your mounts or pets. So you do want to be mass feeding this, and there's no cap on it. So as you can see, food 99%, bang again. While it's still on 100%, I can just keep on feeding it, and the actual experience of the pet or mount will actually go up. Now, taking a look at the talents, you get 1 talent per level, so that's really good. It doesn't take long to level these up if you just start like mass feeding your pet. Like, it levels up ridiculously fast. So let's take a look here. We have recovery, which is health regeneration. We've got endless hunger, which is 30% health restored on each kill, along with large stomach. This gives you the extra stomach slot as well, and the effectiveness of fruit and veg. And then you have like tough as leather, physical resistance, natural ferocity, which is melee damage. But you also have a really cool one here as well, which is well trained, which will teach your dog, if you max it out, how to fetch. You do need a stick on your hotbar for your dog to fetch. So what you need to do is put it on your hotbar, select it, left click, and then aim, and the dog will go and fetch. It's a cool little feature. It doesn't add anything to the game other than being neat. It'll drop it at your feet, and you can just pick it back up and throw again. And then there you go. I did this for about 10 minutes before I got bored, and then like the novelty wore off. Once your dog's brought back a stick, you can even give it a little pat on the head by pressing X. One thing I would have liked to have seen with the actual pets, so especially the dogs, is a command to attack and come back. Instead of having to hold down F, go to commands, it would have been nice just to be able to actually command the dog to attack something. To actually feed your dog though, you're going to need 2 items, and that is crafted on the ranging station. You're going to need the dog water bowl and the dog food bowl. So they only cost steel ingots, really cheap. You can actually change the color of them as well. You can press F to interact, and you can change the color of the actual bowl. So that's not too bad. When I'm inside my house, I like to just let the dog walk around, so I set it to wander inside of the actual build and set it to passive, and then it'll just mosey on around the house. Now, next up is the cat, so we'll go and deploy this, open it up, and there we go. Got a little black cat, which I think is quite nice. Looks like a little panther. Let's access the inventory. Actually, let's go ahead and claim the ownership. And you have the command to follow and wander. So you can actually have this on passive, aggressive, and defensive as well. We're going to have this on passive. But if you want to go cave diving and stuff now, you can take your little feline with you. Let's take a look at what you get offered here with the actual talents. 9 lives. So that's health. Large stomach, so this is going to have multiple food buffs active. Tough as leather, which is the resistance, same as the dog had. And the food consumption. I'm trying to see if there's anything that stands out. Perceived threat, yeah, juveniles, tame faster. That's actually pretty good, that as well. Let's take a look. Homely recovery, health regen. Nearby allies have additional health regeneration. That's actually pretty damn good, that. Things here, but it does have calming presence, where you can have up to plus 20 coziness bonus. That is pretty strong. But like I said, if you feed them the new Omni food, which you make on the electric food trough, which you get in Liaka, watch this. I feed it, and it just levels up so quick. The amount of food it provides and the longevity of it. But of course, you can still pet your little cat like that while holding a knife in your hand isn't probably wise. And here is the white frozen horse. Now, it is nice. To be honest, I've always preferred and wanted a horse rather than the Tyrannus. I've always preferred a horse, to be honest. Yes, you can put a saddle on it. You can access the inventory. Just pop a saddle on it like you would with any other mount. And you do get 5 cargo. And you get 1 G slot socket as well. It has a weight of 200 kg. If we have a look at the skills, you can actually upgrade this quite a lot. So it's pretty much the same as the Tyrannus anyways. Out of all of the pets, so I prefer the dog because I just like to throw the stick for it and it'll probably be pretty OP once it's fixed, where it actually attacks animals. Because right now, when I attack an animal or something like that, this doesn't. Even if I've got it set to aggressive. Hopefully that'll get fixed, and this will be pretty much an OP pet. Plus, it'll be really strong, especially if you're a solo player. But having these in a group as well is going to be absolutely nuts. At least you're not wasting your time leveling these though, because you can actually send them back up to the station. So let's just say you finished a mission or something like that. You can now send it back up to the station. This can be for a mount or a pet. So any mount or any pet now can be launched back up to the station. But they do have to be close to the actual drop pod. This is a bug. It says exotic delivery pod. It's not. So all you have to do is have your pet close. And you press F. And it will say your pet here. If you've got multiple, they'll be highlighted in the lower left corner nearby mounts. All you have to do is select that. Then click deliver to station and it will disappear. It's now inside the drop pod. It doesn't appear on the actual side of the screen as a returned item though. But if you come back to the orbital exchange interface and then go to request equipment, you will now see Doris, my little dog, there as mounts on the side panel. If you found this video helpful, let me know down in the comments if this has made you want to buy the DLC or it's put you off. Anyways, like I said, I'm not sponsored. I always do these reviews of the DLCs. Now, if anything major changes or gets added to this DLC, I will do another video to correct this one. But let me know down in the comments. As always, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.